to explain various steps of budding in yeast. This question was there in very short. It is given only in one line in NCERT is written, but it is important because many times this question comes in 1 or 2 mark question form in board, because this is your practical as well, right? So you need to understand what is difference between budding in yeast and the other mitosis cell division or the amoeba or pigeon. उसमें क्या फर्क है? Budding in yeast में basically difference is there that the bud is developed and the cytoplasm divide first. जबकि अमीबा में हमने क्या देखा था? Nucleus was dividing first and then cytoplasm was divided. You remember? I told you to write down nucleosis first, karyokinesis first, and then cytokinesis. Karyokinesis was division of nucleus. That was the first. But here cytokinesis takes place first and then karyokinesis takes place. Nucleus बाद में divide होता है, पहले cytoplasm bud में चला जाता है, right? Then the two different nuclei are formed, they divide, and slowly and gradually when the bud is formed completely, then it gets separate from the parent body. And this way they form the chain of the buds, and this way the complete process takes place of budding in yeast. But budding in yeast is an example of single cellular animal, unicellular animal. Is it clear? Side by side you can note down if you are very speedy in writing, so you can note down this question. Then why is DNA copying an essential part of process of reproduction? Because we are moving towards the sexual mode of reproduction. So these questions repeatedly comes in 2 pages in NCERT. These are well explained, but here it is given in short form. So you can write, why is DNA copying an essential part of process of reproduction? What are the advantages of sexual reproduction over asexual reproduction? So we have already discussed DNA copying helps in the variation, because DNA copying is essential because it makes the transmission of characters from parent to offspring and next generation, so on. And it helps in the variation also, which helps in the better chances of survival of species. Thus, it helps in the process of reproduction. Advantages of sexual reproduction क्या है? Sexual reproduction give rise to variations. Why? Because two parents are involved. If one parent is having one variation, the other is having two variation, the chances are there, 50-50 chances are there that two variations will lead to their progeny. Thus, accumulation of variations are much more higher in the sexual reproduction, and variation is helpful for the survival of species as well as evolution, as well as when species are facing unfavorable conditions, then also it becomes very helpful. Is it clear? Shall we move to the next question? What are the basic differences between male and female germ cell? In NCERT, the story formation is there, so you will not be able to recognize the questions. और कई बार बहुत मुश्किल होती है बच्चों को. So I have selected the few questions. You can complete these questions. I have already shared PPT in your class. Okay. So what is the basic difference? There are two differences. First is that male germ cell, or you can, Lakshay, you can please write here. मेल जर्म सेल oblique मेल गैमेट ऊपर लिख दो, ठीक है? एंड फीमेल जर्म सेल ऊपर फीमेल जर्म सेल is also known as female gamete, GAMETE.
Ma'am, please repeat again.
मेल जर्म सेल के ऊपर लिखना, या एक ठीक है यहाँ लिख दो, जर्म सेल इज इक्वल टू गैमेट. दोनों के आगे सिर्फ जर्म सेल इज इक्वल टू गैमेट. जो चेंजेस मैं करवाऊं वो आप चेंजेस. गैमेट्स आर फॉर्म, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन चैप्टर 9 आल्सो हाउ द गैमेट्स आर फॉर्म. एनीवन? Anyone? How the gametes are formed? By the
Ma'am, it
mitosis
is
cell division
formed.
or meiosis cell division?
Ma'am, meiosis. Ma'am, meiosis.
Meiosis
By
cell
the
division.
meiosis cell division. Very good. What is meiosis cell division? What is meiosis cell division? The
Cell
number of
division takes place in
chromosomes.
sex cell or the germ cell.
Up. The number of chromosomes are divided into half in the dotted cells, right? So, जब sperm बना, just before the fertilization, it gets divided into two halves, two chromosomes. Half number of the chromosomes carry कर रहा होता है, right? So that gets fertilized. One gets fertilized and other gets died. ठीक है? जबकि pollen grain जो है वो भी दो हो जाते हैं, बट क्योंकि वहां क्या हो जाता है, डबल फर्टिलाइजेशन हो जाता है. दैट इन डिटेल वी विल डिस्कस इन दिस चैप्टर. ओके, सो germ cell are carrying the half number of the chromosome. Where are they formed? They are formed in human being, in testis and anther in plants. ठीक है, तो मेल germ cell एंथर नहीं है बेटा, पॉलन ग्रेन है. एंथर पॉलन ग्रेन को कैरी कर रहा है. चाइना रोज का फ्लावर मैं दिखाना चाहती थी पर बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा, दैट्स व्हाई. और अभी हमें करीबन 2 छोटे छोटे चैप्टर अभी करने हैं और कार्बन को मैं बहुत स्लो चलाना चाहती हूँ. रिप्रोडक्शन आपका ऑलरेडी किया हुआ चैप्टर है, क्लास 8 में भी आप लोगों ने किया हुआ है. दैट्स व्हाई आई डोंट वांट टू मूव. राइट, while the female reproductive parts they cannot move, they are larger in size, and they store the food. Now we are moving towards the sexually reproducing organism, but in our NCERT everything is given everything, but कहानी की तरह दिया है, ढूंढने में बच्चों को दिक्कत होती है. That's why I have selected these questions. It will make it easy for you all to learn the questions and answer. ढूंढना नहीं पड़ेगा आपको. To define the term unisexual and bisexual, giving one example of each. In most of the animals, including human beings, male and female are different individuals. Such animals are called unisexual, right? But in bisexual, in some animals, you will be surprised to know कि bisexual से flower ही नहीं होते, animals भी होते हैं, like tapeworm, liver fluke, earthworm, leech, hydra. Yesterday I told you, na, hydra does the sexual reproduction, but hydra is a bisexual animal, male or female, both organs are in single individual only. Such organisms are called hermaphrodite, which you have not done chapter 7 नहीं किया ना, वहां पर पढ़ते तो आपको पता लगती है सब चीजें. Now the flowers are also unisexual and bisexual. The flower may be papaya, watermelon, which are unisexual, which contains either stamen or carpel, and they are also known as bisexual flower like hibiscus or mustard. ठीक है, beta, you can write one more example here. Cucumber is also unisexual flower. So bisexual flowers like hibiscus, mustard, they contain both stamen and carpel. है ना, चाइना रोज का फ्लावर आप सबने किया है ना, तो सबने देखा है, हिबिस्कस कहते हैं उसको. आप सबने देखा है कि उसमें मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट इज आल्सो देयर, स्टीमन्स आर आल्सो देयर, एंड द लोअर वन स्ट्रोलम पार्ट इज देयर, व्हिच इज नोन एज फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट, व्हिच इज pistil. ठीक है, this was very good question in NCERT exemplar and different also. The term is not there in NCERT, so I have selected this also. What is clone? Clone refers to the offspring of an organism formed by asexual method of reproduction, since they possess exact copies of DNA of their parent. Clones exhibit the remarkable similarity, right? They are formed by.
मैम
हाँ जी बेटा.
मैम क्लोन तो फिर एक ही पेरेंट का हुआ कि दोनों का होता है?
Asexual method है तो एक ही parent का हुआ ना बेटा.
एक ही पेरेंट का हुआ. हाँ ठीक, ओके मैम.
And what are the appearance of variation? This we have done in detail. Just better next slide. As we said that hibiscus is a bisexual flower or unisexual flower. It's a bisexual flower or unisexual flower. Just now we have discussed.
Ma'am,
मैम bisexual.
It's a bisexual.
Bisexual.
लिख लीजिए यहाँ bisexual flower.
Bisexual.
So it has both the reproductive organs. Pistil is the female reproductive organ and male reproductive organ is stamen. ठीक है, stamen. Pistil, which is female reproductive organ, it has stigma स्टिग्मा का काम क्या है? प्लीज राइट डाउन व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ स्टिग्मा. इट secretes sticky substance which helps in the pollination. It secretes sticky substance which helps in the pollination. All these have been taken in the PPT, तो आपको easy रहेगा, आप वहां से नोट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. Style. Style is a this filament like structure which carries this ovary and stigma, female reproductive part को. और जब यहाँ pollen आकर stick करेगा stigma के ऊपर, it helps in passing this pollen grain through this style to the ovary. यहाँ तक पास करने में हेल्प करता है. ठीक है. Then ovary. Ovary carries the female germ cell which are helping in the reproduction. Right. Male gamete, female germ cell, ovary carries. Right. Now here are male reproductive organ, that is anther and filament. Filament is the stick-like substance, stick-like part which carries this anther. Anther को ऊपर की तरफ carry किया हुआ है. And anther carries large number of the male germ cells called बोलो.
Ma'am, pollen grains.
Pollen grain.
Pollen.
Yes,
pollen.
pollen grain. ठीक है. Pollen grain. They are known as male germ cells. Now what is role of the petal?
Ma'am, to attract the insects for pollination.
Excellent, excellent. Petals
Yes,
attract the pollen insects which helps in the pollination. Colorful होते हैं ना flower, so they are attracting. Nature have given them good that they are colorful and thus they are attractive. Right. So they attract the pollen grain, help in the pollination. Sepal का क्या role है?
Ma'am, to protect the bird.
Very good. It protects the bird, right? So these all are written here in the form of the story form, but you have to learn one by one because each question is 1 mark question, right? चलो बेटा आगे चलो. We are moving towards the pollination. What is pollination? What is pollination?
When pollen grains fertilize with ovary.
Transfer of pollen grains. No, beta, that is fertilization. Transfer of pollen grains from stigma to ovary is known as pollination. ठीक है. Clear? और यहाँ पर
Yes,
आपके
ma'am.
definition is also given to you. Pollen grain needs to be transferred from stamen to stigma. If the transfer of pollen grain occurs in same flower, it is referred to as self-pollination, right? But if the pollen is transferred to another flower, that is known as बोलो.
Cross pollination.
Cross pollination. Very good. That is known as cross pollination. ठीक है. So self pollination and cross pollination. But अगर दूसरे किसी प्लांट पर जाके करें तो क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन होगा या सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन होगा?
Ma'am, cross pollination.
That will be
Cross
also
Ma'am, cross
possible.
वाला होगा.
And one more question here, very small question is formed. What are pollinating agents? Write down. What are?
Ma'am, wind, water, animal.
But first you have to define them, beta. I have not asked you question. This question सुना करो ध्यान से बच्चा. Question is what
Okay.
are से आपने I have not asked you example या different types of pollinating agents. I have not given you
Ma'am.
this option. शामिर, शर्म आती है? शर्म आती है या बेचकर खाली? agents or the organisms which helps in the transfer of pollen grains, agents or the organisms which help in the transfer of pollen grains are called pollinating agent. ठीक है? Then you can give the types of pollinating agent. Number 1, by wind. Number 2, water. And number 3, by animals. You have to write the examples also. Now you will write, find out pollinating agents कौन कौन से plants हैं जिनमें wind के through होता है, water के through होता है और animals के through होता है. आपको समझ आया क्यों वीडियो ऑन करने के लिए हम बोलते हैं?
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
बदतमीजियां ना
Yes,
हो और ये किसी का नाम मिसयूज ना कोई कर सके. गलत आप क्यों लेट आई हैं आज? So we move to the next topic, that what happens after pollination. Pollination हो गया, fertilization हो गया, तो zygote बनेगा. Yes or no? After fertilization of male and female gametes, the zygote is formed, right? This zygote is developed into the different embryo. But जब तक वो embryo में develop होगा, उसको कुछ nourishment चाहिए. Who will provide this nourishment? Just now we have discussed. Ovule will provide the nourishment because it has the storage of food. After fertilization, the zygote divides several times to form the embryo within the ovule. इस लाइन से पता लग रहा है who is providing food? Ovule, right? The ovule develops into the tough coating. So write down the question here. What happens after fertilization to the parts of flower? To the parts of flower. So different parts का हर एक का क्या हुआ? What they are developed into, that is written here. The ovule develops a tough coat and is gradually converted into seed. ठीक है? धीरे धीरे वो एम्ब्रियो बनाता है और साथ साथ अपने चारों तरफ टफ कोटिंग प्रिपेयर करता रहता है. And this tough coating leads to the formation of cotyledon. Cotyledon को हम बाद में करेंगे, अलग क्वेश्चन मैंने लिखा हुआ है. ठीक है? The ovary grows rapidly and ripens to form the fruit. Ovary का क्या हुआ? Ovary fruit में डेवलप हो गई, है ना? फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स आपने देखे कभी? अमरूद का पेड़ या पोमेग्रेनेट या मैंगो हमारे स्कूल में लगे हुए देखे आपने ये सब फ्रूट के पेड़?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
का
ma'am.
फ्लावर कैसा होता है?
मैम मैंने उसका नहीं देखा मैम, मैंने मैंगो का देखा था स्कूल में.
कैसा कलर का होता है?
मैम ग्रीन कलर का होता है मैंगो तो, मतलब
Yellow
पहले
होते हैं.
स्टार्टिंग में फिर
येलो फ्लावर्स होते हैं भाई साहब.
जाता है ना फिर बाद में.
हाँ, पहले ग्रीन फिर येलो बन जाते हैं, वो येलो फ्लावर होते हैं, है ना? तो देखा कीजिए बेटा,
Yes,
अपने
ma'am.
आसपास देखा कीजिए. ठीक है? गावा का फ्लावर देखा किसी ने? कौन से कलर का होता है?
Ma'am, no.
कौन से
मैम
कलर का?
ग्रीन
मैम
कलर
मैंने
का वो
ऑरेंज
होता है
का
guava
देखा
तो.
है.
ऑरेंज का, वेरी गुड. ऑरेंज के कौन से कलर के होते हैं? मैंने नहीं देखे.
मैम वाइट कलर के होते हैं.
व्हाइट कलर के, ओके. एंड गावा के भी व्हाइट कलर के होते हैं बेटा. ऑब्जर्व कीजिएगा, गावा बहुत कॉमन फ्रूट है जो हमारे आसपास पाया जाता है. व्हाइट कलर के फ्लावर होते हैं, राइट? तो उसके जब फ्लावर बनते हैं तो फ्लावर के पेटल्स जो है वो शेड ऑफ हो जाते हैं, सेपल्स शेड ऑफ हो जाते हैं, स्टेमन, स्टाइल ये सब शेड ऑफ हो जाते हैं, स्टिग्मा ये सब गिर जाते हैं. बचता क्या है? ओवरी. और ओवरी में है ओव्यूल जो सीड बना रहा है और उसकी टफ कोटिंग ओवरी बनती जाती है एंड दैट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू द फ्रूट. ठीक है?
Fruit.
तो ये फ्रूट के प्लांट्स के लिए हो रहा है. दैट्स वे दे आर कन्वर्टेड, राइट? And in last paragraph, last 3 lines, you can see the seed contains the future plant of embryo which develops into the seedling under the appropriate condition. And this process of converting of seed into the seedling is known as germination. Yeah, this process is called germination. The beauty of NCERT is this कि they have not written complete line, but they need to write down this conversion of seed into the seedling or the future plant is known as germination. So what is germination? Question is formed here. Is it clear? ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
Or we can say, what are the advantages of seed formation for the plant? See, question is there in NCERT. हमें ध्यान देना होता है. ऐसे उठाता है बोर्ड, क्वेश्चन बना देता है और हम कहते हैं ये कहाँ से आ गया. ठीक है. Advantages of seed formation for the plant. So this is also the question. Simple direct question was, what happens to seed? Yeah, what is germination? But indirect or tricky question is advantages of seed formation for the plant. Clear? चलिए. Now we move to the double fertilization. Lakshay, share the video.